What up, peeps? So I kind of want to put this video out just to like kind of explain uh, why my UI is how it is. There was somebody. Sorry if I forgot your name, but somebody out there commented on my UI and asked me how I got this UI or whatever. I'm like, dude, this is given to you. All of these things that I have right here, like I have no custom UI. This is all EQ UI, right? You just have to like move it around. You have to like position it in like a good way, a nice way. So I'm gonna like real quickly. I'd like to go into this. So my UI is kind of built around the idea that like the most important information needs to be right in front of me. The most important information is my health, right? So right here, I got my health, my target's health, right? And my target's target, right? That's the main thing I care about. And so you can move this stuff anywhere you want. Like you can put this anywhere you want. It's all given to you, right? Like even this, it's like I think this starts up over here, it's like no. Put it right here. Put your targets. Oh God, come on. Where is it? Oh God, there we go. Put this here, and then put your target's target here, right? Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is what you're fighting, if you're dying or not, and that's pretty much it, right? So right there. That's the most valuable information right there. This thing, this like northeast, this compass, I don't know how to get rid of it, so I just like kind of made my UI work around it because like whatever. And this window selector thing, like also don't know how to get rid of it. Also, I don't care because I've built my UI around it. So let's move on. Right? So over in the right corner, you have your spell effects. Spell effects can be this big, right? But realistically, like you're never going to have more than like 10 spell effects or whatever. So this is fine. Songs, same thing. If you care to know, if you care to know what you have, like as far as songs goes, like yeah, whatever. Like I've never had more than like 2 songs on me so far. I mean, to be fair, I'm only 35, so maybe later on, but like at the same time, like I don't care about that because if they're on me, they're gonna be going. I'm not gonna like make a conniption fit if like I don't have like like thorns from like the Frost song or whatever. It's like no. This stuff is on the right hand side because it's nothing that I care about. I have buffs. If I'm in the party, I trust my party members to buff me properly, and I trust myself to buff myself properly, right? So this stuff is kind of just side stuff. That's why it's all the way on the right. Let's move down to the right-hand side. This thing, I just kind of put it here because, can't get rid of it. So there it is. Actions, same exact thing, but also I've I've played Everquest for Jesus 2 decades now, and my actions bar has always been down here. Fortunately, like the only reason I ever need my actions bar is when I need to make like a macro, like a text macro. And if I need that, I know exactly where to go, like bottom right-hand corner, and like I click on this thing, click on that, and then I make a macro, I make a macro or whatever, right? So that's why that's down there. Main chat is here, and actually it could be a little bit smaller, not a big deal. Realistically, when you're setting up your UI, you want the game to fill up most of the screen. You want your UI to be minimal at best. That's why I have my targets and me all right right front and center, right? This main chat, this other chat, these chat windows, realistically, like, should be as small as possible. And I know it's important to have chat. But like when it comes to like combat, when it comes to like grouping, it doesn't really fulfill a role. You know, like chat and stuff is all about trading, you know, like buying and selling, you know, like talking to your group and like all this stuff. And if you're talking to your group, like you don't need more than like a few lines of text, right? If you're playing the game and you see a light blue text pop up on the right, you don't need more than 10 lines of text here to see that happen. You can see that, look at it real quick, register it, and then respond appropriately. Like comes to the next thing. So you need to have all player text and all just anything that isn't just like auto attack nonsense needs to go into main chat, which is what I put down on the right hand side. Right down here, you got your channels. You got general, you got auction, you got shout OC, you got your group text, you got all that stuff. Over here in other chat, we're going to the left side now. Over here in the other chat is where all of the combat spell casting, like melee damage, your pet damage, you know, all of this stuff goes. And I've seen, I would say every single person that's ever put a video out about Everquest, they have damage going non-stop from everybody. If they're in a raid group of like 70 people, right? They're like this left other chat window is just with 70 people's worth of damage. It's like, okay, what? Why are you doing that? No, don't do that. Okay, 1, hit Alt-O, go to chat. Let's see. Sorry, this is going to take me a second. Go to combat. Go to other, like all this stuff that's hidden right here, hide it. Because 1, who cares what everybody else is doing? Like nobody, like, why would you want to see any of that nonsense? It's like, that's their thing. That has nothing to do with you, right? So hide it. So let's see, we got other damage, other, hide, other miss, other, hide, other miss you, hide, my pet missing. Yeah. So anyway, just recognize that when you hit Alt-O and you go into chat window, you can go to combat and you can hide a lot of things so that it doesn't spam your windows, because there's a lot of stuff in Everquest that spams, and like you realistically you don't want to see that. Like, so just don't see it. So just hide it. And it's pretty straightforward. Just look at what it's saying here, just hide it. Let's move on. My group is down here. I think I put my group down here mainly because I'm an enchanter. If you were like a healer, I could see you put your group up here, because you'd be healing. You know, you're a healer at that point. I'm like kind of like not a healer. Like I'm just a buffer, and I have a pet that's really sick, you know, and all this stuff. So it's like I put this down here because I have to check on it like every once in a while. Anything that's really important, you should put up here. So if like you're a healer, you should put your group up here, because your heals, like your need to heal somebody should be right in front of you. It should be right here, right in the middle of your screen. And that's how it should be. Same thing, well, spells, I mean, regardless, spells are here because they're kind of, I wouldn't say pointless, because like once you understand your spell kit, you'll have hotkeys and you'll know what's going on with your class. So for example, like I know if I want to nuke, I hit Alt 1. See? Alt 1 will hit my top level spell. Alt 2 is Clarity. I mean, that's just because that's how I've been running lately. Alt 3 is Mez, Alt 4 is Tash, and then we got 3 is Charm, because I have it a hotkey. You know, so like this right here kind of doesn't really matter. Once you get your muscle memory down, you'll not really need this thing. So I kind of put it down here because it's not that important. Once again, other chat to the left here. Other chat is like all of my combat stuff. So like anything combat I've put over here. And in case you don't know how to do this, if you right click on other chat, you go to filters. See filters? There's a whole list of stuff. And anything with a star next to it is what is going to that chat bar, right? So for example, like melee, all of my melee information is going over there. To be fair, it's being hidden because I went to Alt-O and hit it, you know. Spells, all of my spells are going over here. You know, pretty much anything that isn't chat, I've filtered to go to this other chat window. Do that, because you won't need any more chat windows. You'll have one main chat, which is communicative, and then you'll have one chat window that is combat. And then if you hit Alt-O, you can filter out combat stuff too. So like your combat window over here will be, it will give you more valuable information for yourself. You won't have to like look at like 5 other people doing damage and stuff. It's like, no, just shut that off. Shut that off. But you can, you know, you can do whatever you want with your chat window. See, like you can move it around, whatever. The very last thing I have here are my hotkeys, and the only reason my hotkeys are here is because it looks nice. It doesn't block my vision. It doesn't block what's going on in front of me, because the most important thing is to not be able to see. The most important thing is to be able to see what's going on in front of you. So, hotkeys, once again, same like the spells, you should know what your hotkeys are. If you set something to 1, like melee attack, which it shouldn't be, like that's what you start with. Shouldn't be melee, but so for example, 2 assist. So I assisted my main tank. 3 charm, 4 pet attack, 5 slow, 6 spells. You know, it's like you don't need to look at those things. They are just something that's been ingrained into you. And once you get to that point, this area just like kind of disappears, right? Your focus, once you've understood how to play the game and how to play your class and stuff like that, like your focus should be straight ahead, looking at what's going on in front of you, looking at your health, looking at your mana, looking at your group's mana, so you have to up and down, looking at your target, like, you know, everything that is important is right in front of you, up and down. Everything that's least important is off to the sides. And that is kind of how I've set up my UI. And I've set up this UI like they gave me all this stuff. So I don't have any add-ons, I don't have anything like anything, right? So this is what they gave me. But that's my reasoning behind it. So I hope it helps. Peace out.